In this video, we are going to correct a habit you've likely had for decades. You are probably swallowing whole chunks of food, and today we are going to fix that technique to double your vitality. This is Silver Smile and Bites, where we make simple changes for big results. I'm going to show you the sludge method, explain why texture matters, and give you 5 compelling medical reasons to take twice as long to eat your dinner tonight. Welcome back. We all rush our meals. We learned it from busy parents or hurried lunch breaks. But now, as we focus on improving our well-being after 55, that rushed eating habit is doing more damage than you think. You're leaving nutrients on the table. You are setting yourself up for stomach pain. And worst of all, you are missing out on the simple, calming joy of food. Today we break that habit. Let's start with the hard truth. Your stomach does not have teeth. It can only chemically break down food. If you send down large, half-chewed pieces, your stomach has to ramp up acid production just to cope. This is why you get that familiar burning or uncomfortable pressure after eating too quickly. It's not necessarily the food. It's the lack of preparation before it enters your system. The first surprising benefit of chewing properly is what happens to your acid levels. When you chew thoroughly, your saliva is released, and it acts as a signal. It tells your stomach to prepare for pre-digested food, not boulders. This signal reduces the need for excessive acid, which is directly linked to easing heartburn and reflux. The simple act of slowing down is nature's antacid. Try chewing a single piece of carrot 30 times tonight. Notice the difference in your comfort 15 minutes later. Now let's talk about nutrient absorption. This is critical for vitality in our golden years. You might buy expensive supplements or high-quality produce, but if you don't chew it, you are literally flushing that nutrition away. If food passes through your system in large pieces, your small intestine, which does the heavy lifting for nutrient absorption, cannot properly access the vitamins and minerals trapped inside. Think of it like trying to mop a floor with a basketball. It just doesn't work. You need a sponge. Chewing breaks down the food into a large surface area. This allows digestive enzymes, starting in your mouth, to fully dissolve and access the goodness inside. Slower chewing means maximum fuel for your body. But wait, there's more to this than just the stomach. Chewing correctly helps with weight management, often a difficult challenge after 55. We've all heard that it takes 20 minutes for your brain to realize your stomach is full. But why is there such a delay? When you eat fast, you can consume a huge number of calories before your body's fullness hormones, specifically leptin, even get the memo. Chewing slowly shortens this time gap. It gives your body the opportunity to communicate its satiety before you overeat. It's an effortless way to reduce your portion size without feeling deprived. It's also linked to steadier blood sugar, as slower food intake prevents rapid glucose spikes. Do you often feel tired after lunch? That classic food coma. That's your body spending excessive energy on digestion. When you swallow quickly, you activate the intense demands of the sympathetic nervous system, the fight-or-flight system. The fourth benefit is stress reduction and improved energy. Chewing deliberately activates the parasympathetic nervous system, or the rest and digest mode. This calming effect is immediate. It lowers your heart rate and redirects energy away from stress response and toward gentle digestion. This means better overall post-meal energy and alertness. You are not just nourishing your body, you are training your nervous system to be calmer. It is a powerful tool to manage everyday stress simply by being present at mealtime. Let's move on to the fifth surprising benefit, which is vital for maintaining independence: brain health. Studies have associated chewing with increased blood flow to the cerebral cortex. This area of the brain is crucial for memory, focus, and cognitive function. The mechanical action of your jaw and the stimulation of nerves sends signals that actually give your brain a gentle workout during the meal. Good chewing habits are linked to long-term cognitive vitality. It's a simple daily exercise for your mind that costs nothing. So how do we actually do this? You need a reliable technique. We call this the sludge method. The goal is not to count 32 chews for every bite, which is tedious and impractical. The goal is to change the food's consistency. When you are done chewing, the food should have the texture of a thick sludge or applesauce before you swallow. You should not be able to identify the original shape of the food chunk. Here is the step-by-step technique, the * three-part chew ***. First, load your fork with a manageable bite, not too big. Second, place the fork down immediately after putting food in your mouth. This forces you to focus. This is non-negotiable. Third, begin chewing side to side. You need to use both sides of your jaw to properly stimulate saliva and evenly break down the food. Keep chewing until the food is a uniform, liquid texture. Then, and only then, swallow. This technique has an added benefit for seniors: choking prevention. Swallowing large pieces of dry or poorly prepared food is dangerous. By ensuring the sludge consistency, you protect your airway and make swallowing much smoother and safer. Many people think their jaw is tired after just a few bites. If you feel jaw fatigue, that's actually a sign you need to practice this more. Chewing helps maintain the strength and bone density in your jaw, which supports your natural teeth and, if applicable, your dental hardware. It keeps those crucial facial muscles active and healthy. Now let's address the common objections and roadblocks that keep people rushing. Objection 1. I don't have time. Response: this is not about adding hours to your day. This is about changing 15 minutes of rushed eating into 25 minutes of mindful, beneficial eating. If you have time to deal with indigestion, you have time to chew. Focus on quality, not speed. Pick one meal a day, your dinner, perhaps, and dedicate yourself to the sludge method. Objection 2. I forget to put the fork down. Response: this is a habit that requires a physical cue. Before you even sit down, decide, my goal is to put the fork down immediately after every single bite. If you catch yourself eating with the fork still in your hand, gently place it down. That small physical action is a powerful mental reset. It shifts you from autopilot to intentional eating. Objection 3. I'm eating with family or friends who eat fast. Response: your journey is your own. You can politely explain that you are adopting a new habit for digestive health. Instead of rushing to keep up, focus on conversation nice between your bites. This actually strengthens social bonds. A meal should be a relaxed social event, not a race. Let others speed eat while you savor. Remember the link between chewing and taste. When you chew slowly, your food mixes thoroughly with saliva. Saliva carries the flavor compounds to your taste buds. This process significantly enhances the flavor of the food. You will find that you enjoy your meals more completely, which further enhances satiety and reduces cravings for unhealthy snacks later. We've covered 5 compelling reasons to adopt this habit: reduced acid reflux, maximized nutrient absorption, effortless weight management, a calmer nervous system, and a boost to your brain function. The key takeaway is simple. Treat your stomach with respect by sending down properly prepared food. This commitment to slow, mindful eating is one of the most powerful and practical changes you can make for lifelong vitality. It doesn't require a doctor's visit or an expensive subscription. It just requires attention. So here is your action plan for the next 7 days. Choose your lunch or dinner. Use the 3-part chew technique. Small bite, fork down, chew to sludge. If you can only manage 3 bites in a row perfectly, that is a fantastic start. Consistency is the goal. If this video helped you understand the profound impact of simple habits on your long-term health, please hit the like button. Subscribing to Silver Smile and Bites ensures you get more of our crystal clear, step-by-step guides on nutrition, movement, and mindset. Turn on the bell so you don't miss our next practical tip. Take your time today. Be present. Your health starts with the next bite. The importance of the sludge method goes beyond just easing discomfort. It's about long-term maintenance of your entire digestive tract. When the food is fully prepared in your mouth, your esophagus, the tube leading to your stomach, doesn't have to work as hard. It reduces the stress on the esophageal sphincter, the valve that keeps acid where it belongs. Over years of fast eating, this sphincter can weaken, contributing to chronic reflux issues. Chewing correctly acts as preventative maintenance for this vital structure. Think of it as protecting the pipes. But what if you have dental challenges? Many people over 55 have dentures, missing teeth, or sensitive gums, which makes rigorous chewing difficult. This is a crucial adaptation point. If you have difficulty chewing hard or tough foods, you must select softer textures. Opt for slow-cooked meats, steamed vegetables, and blended soups. Crucially, even with softer foods, you still must practice the sludge method. It is not just the mechanical breakdown. It is the saliva mixing that matters most. Even soft foods like mashed potatoes or bananas need a dozen chews just to ensure they are fully coated in those essential enzymes from your saliva. Never skip the signal phase. Let's talk more about saliva. It contains the enzyme amylase, which specifically targets and starts breaking down carbohydrates. If you swallow a piece of bread quickly, amylase barely gets a chance to act. But slow chewing gives this enzyme time to turn complex starches into simpler sugars before they even hit the stomach. This efficiency means less work downstream, leading to a faster, cleaner digestive process. You are maximizing your natural, built-in digestive aids simply by slowing down. This is the definition of leveraging your body's potential. We must also highlight the often overlooked connection between chewing and your gut microbiome, the trillions of beneficial bacteria living in your intestines. These bacteria thrive on properly digested fiber and complex foods. When you swallow large, partially digested pieces, those chunks arrive undigested in the large intestine. This can feed bad bacteria, leading to dysbiosis, gas, and inconsistency in your bowel movements. The simple rule is, chew food until it's unrecognizable to support a healthy, balanced gut. Good digestion means good elimination. A common issue we hear about at Silver Smile and Bites is chronic fatigue, especially the feeling of running on empty. If you are constantly feeling low energy, look at your eating speed. Rapid eating creates an energy debt. You are demanding immediate, intense labor from your digestive organs, which diverts energy away from your brain and muscles. By slowing down, you make digestion a low-cost, low-impact process. The result is more sustained energy throughout the afternoon and less reliance on caffeine or sugar boosts. Chewing is the ultimate energy management technique. To really embed this habit, try implementing the sound check. When you are chewing, pay attention to the sound. Are you hearing yourself chew? Or are you hearing the clink of your fork and knife as you prepare the next bite? The sound check is a simple mindfulness tool. If the metal sound of preparation is dominating the acoustic landscape of your meal, you are rushing. Focus on the soft, steady rhythm of your chewing. This helps anchor you in the present moment, which is the heart of mindful eating. We also need to address the social element. Many people rush because they feel self-conscious being the slowest eater at the table. If you are eating in a group, use your chewing time to participate in the conversation. Chew, swallow, then talk. Wait for your chewing cycle to finish before you engage. This makes you a better listener and conversationalist, while maintaining your healthy rhythm. It's a way to integrate the habit seamlessly into your life without feeling isolated. Remember our primary goal, vitality. What good is a long life if you spend half of it feeling sluggish and uncomfortable after every meal? Proper chewing is your commitment to feeling good every single day. It's not just a technique. It's a commitment to self-care that pays immediate and long-term dividends. Start today, start small, and watch the subtle, powerful changes unfold. Let's quickly review the core action steps. First, the fork-down rule. Second, aim for the sludge consistency. Third, remember the sound check to stay present. These 3 steps are the foundation of healthy eating after 55. If you've struggled with bloating, fatigue, or just not feeling satisfied with your meals, this is your solution. Don't let decades of bad habits dictate your comfort today. You have the power to change this simple action immediately. Take control of your digestion. Hit the like button if you learned a new technique today, and subscribe to Silver Smile and Bites for more simple, science-backed guidance to boost your golden years. We release new vitality tips every week. Choose better comfort, choose better health. Let's expand on the weight management aspect, specifically how proper chewing interacts with insulin sensitivity. As we age, managing blood sugar becomes increasingly important. Fast eating is a recognized trigger for a large, rapid insulin response. Think of your body scrambling to manage a sudden influx of glucose. When you eat quickly, large amounts of broken down carbohydrates hit your bloodstream all at once. Chewing slowly breaks down the food and slows the entire ingestion process. This leads to a shallower, more gradual rise in blood sugar. That means less pancreatic stress and improved long-term insulin sensitivity. It helps your body manage energy efficiently, which is a massive benefit for preventing the development of type 2 diabetes and supporting overall cardiovascular health. It's a quiet, foundational benefit that often gets missed when people focus only on the stomach. If you are watching your sugar intake, you must also watch your chewing speed. Another essential piece of evidence connects slow eating to reduced inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is the root cause of many age-related illnesses. When large, poorly digested food particles enter the gut, they can sometimes trigger an immune response because the gut lining sees them as foreign invaders. This constant low-level alarm bell contributes to inflammation. By ensuring the sludge consistency, you are presenting the gut lining with friendly, easy-to-manage particles. This calms the immune system and lowers the inflammatory burden on your body. It is literally eating your way to a calmer, less stressed internal state. We need to discuss the role of water consumption here too. Many people try to speed up eating by washing down large chunks of food with liquid. While hydration is crucial, using water as a lubricant for swallowing is counterproductive. It dilutes the very enzymes we worked so hard to activate in our saliva. Instead, drink a glass of water tumblers before your meal to prehydrate. During the meal, take small sips only when truly needed, focusing instead on letting your saliva do the wetting and softening. If you find you need a large gulp of water to wash down a mouthful, it is a guaranteed sign you have not chewed enough. Use that feeling as a correction signal. For those who use texture as a comfort cue, mindful chewing can actually heighten that enjoyment. Fast eating turns everything into mush instantly, stripping away the pleasure of varied textures. Slow chewing allows you to appreciate the crispness of a vegetable, the density of a protein, or the subtle softness of a cooked grain for longer. This sensory experience is highly satisfying and reinforces the positive emotional link to food. It's not just fuel, it's an experience. We want our golden years to be full of enjoyable experiences, and that includes every meal. If you struggle with consistency, pair the fork down rule with an environmental cue. Maybe you always sit in the same chair for dinner. Place a small, brightly colored object, a decorative napkin, or a smooth stone next to your plate. When you see that object, it serves as your reminder. Slow down, fork down, chew to sludge. Creating a ritual around your mealtime dramatically increases your success rate. Habits stick when they are simple and tied to a visual cue. Let's think about the practical impact on caregivers watching this. If you are preparing meals for a loved one over 55, encouraging slow chewing is one of the kindest acts you can perform. It ensures maximum nutrition from the food you prepare, and it drastically reduces the risk of aspiration or choking. Gently reminding them to take smaller bites and offering encouragement during the meal is a non-invasive way to improve their digestive health and safety. You are partnering with them for better vitality. Remember, the body is a sophisticated machine designed for efficiency. By returning to the basic mechanical requirement of proper chewing, you eliminate unnecessary strain on every single system, from the mouth to the colon. You are enhancing the quality of your remaining years. This habit, which costs nothing but a bit of patience, is truly an investment in your well-being. Your commitment this week is simple. Pick one dense or difficult-to-chew item, like a piece of broccoli or a serving of steak. Practice the full sludge method on just that item until you can do it comfortably. Then expand that focus bite by bite. This channel, Silver Smile and Bites, is dedicated to helping you find these simple, impactful ways to improve your everyday life. If you want more evidence-based strategies that respect your time and health, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. We are not chasing miracles. We are mastering fundamentals. Start savoring your food and your life today. Another key factor in successful slow eating is managing the dining environment. Noise, bright lights, and rapid movement all contribute to a feeling of being rushed, even subconsciously. If you typically eat with the television blaring, or while scrolling through news on your phone, you are activating the stress response we discussed earlier. Your body cannot be in fight or flight and rest and digest simultaneously. To maximize the calming effect of chewing, dedicate a space and time for the meal. Dim the overhead lights slightly. Turn off the news. If you enjoy music, choose calming classical or ambient sounds. Nothing that has a fast tempo or aggressive beat. Treat your mealtime like a small, private retreat. This intentional creation of a calm setting reinforces the slower pace and maximizes the neurological benefits linked to parasympathetic activation. A peaceful environment makes the sludge method feel natural, not forced. We need to address the common mistake of mouth stuffing. Many people take bites that are simply too large for their mouths and their comfort level. This forces rushed, shallow chewing. If the food is spilling out or you cannot comfortably close your lips, the bite is too big. Smaller bites ensure that every particle can be thoroughly coated in saliva and moved efficiently by the tongue and jaw muscles. Think of it as bite-sized self-respect. Only load your fork or spoon with what you can manage easily. This reduces fatigue and ensures full mastication. This brings us back to jaw alignment and comfort, especially crucial for denture wearers. Proper chewing, where you use both sides of the mouth evenly, actually helps stabilize dentures and maintains the structure of the jawbone over time. Uneven or rushed chewing creates asymmetric pressure, which can lead to wear, discomfort, and instability. If you find yourself favoring one side, actively practice shifting the food to the opposite side of your mouth for the final few chews. This helps maintain balanced muscle tone and prevents long-term dental complications associated with poor chewing patterns. Furthermore, slow eating is intrinsically linked to detoxification. The liver and kidneys work hard to process the end products of digestion. When digestion is poor, the liver has a heavier load, dealing with toxins produced by poorly digested foods. By improving the breakdown process in the mouth, you are presenting the liver with cleaner, more manageable compounds. This supports your body's natural detoxification pathways, leading to clearer skin, better energy, and reduced internal stress. It's a holistic benefit stemming from one simple change. For caregivers, note the importance of meal temperature. Food that is too hot forces faster consumption because the mouth becomes slightly scalded, leading to rapid swallowing to avoid discomfort. Ensure meals are served at a comfortable, warm temperature that encourages deliberate, careful chewing rather than rushed avoidance. This small detail greatly supports the adoption of the sludge method. Remember, the goal is not perfection, the goal is consistency and awareness. If you forget and rush one meal, do not give up. Simply acknowledge it and apply the fork down rule at the next meal. Every meal is a fresh opportunity to practice self-care and improve your vitality. This technique is a long-term investment. Just like gentle movement keeps your joints healthy, mindful chewing keeps your internal systems running smoothly. It is foundational to the Silver Smile and Bites philosophy. Small, sustainable changes yield massive results over time. We want to empower you with simple, actionable steps. If you are ready to reclaim control over your digestion and energy levels, commit to the 3-part chew starting with your very next bite. If you value these evidence-based, practical health tips, please like this video. Your support helps us reach more seniors and caregivers who need this kind of crystal clear guidance. Subscribe and hit the bell for more vitality insights delivered every week. Enjoy every single bite and thrive. Let's consolidate the mental benefits of this practice. Beyond the reduced stress and improved focus we discussed earlier, slow, mindful chewing serves as an excellent tool for managing anxiety related to food itself. Many individuals, especially those managing chronic conditions or dietary restrictions, develop an anxious relationship with eating. They worry about the outcome. Will this food cause pain? Will it spike my sugar? By focusing intensely on the process, the texture, the smell, the deliberate chewing, you shift your attention away from the anxiety of the outcome and onto the action of the present moment. This grounding technique turns the meal into a form of meditation. You are training your brain to associate eating not with panic or discomfort, but with sensory pleasure and calm. This positive reinforcement strengthens the rest and digest response over time. It transforms a potential source of stress into a moment of intentional peace. For those who rely on high-fiber diets, chewing is absolutely non-negotiable. Fiber is crucial for gut health, but if consumed too quickly, it can feel like sand passing through your system. Fiber requires extensive mechanical breakdown to release its benefits and prevent gas, bloating, and painful cramps. If you are adding beans, lentils, or cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower to your diet, you must commit extra time to the sludge method for these items. Do not treat fiber like mush. Treat it like a challenge to your jaw, resulting in a healthy, happy colon. Think about the longevity perspective. The ability to properly chew and assimilate nutrients is a marker of long-term health and independence. Maintaining strong jaw muscles and a robust digestive tract are non-glamorous but vital aspects of aging well. Every time you practice the 3-part chew, you are investing in your future self, ensuring your body retains the mechanical capacity to enjoy a wide variety of nourishing foods for years to come. We've seen in studies that individuals who are slower eaters often consume significantly fewer calories over the course of a week without ever feeling hungry or restricted. Why? Because the satisfaction derived from mindful, flavorful eating is much deeper than the temporary pleasure of speed eating. When you truly taste and appreciate your food, the craving mechanism is satisfied more efficiently. This natural reduction in caloric intake is the easiest form of weight management you will ever encounter. No restrictive diets, just proper technique. To make the habit foolproof, try the chewing clock. If you feel like you are starting to speed up, mentally set a goal of waiting at least 1 full minute between placing the last bite in your mouth and reaching for your fork for the next one. Use that minute to fully savor, swallow, and prepare for conversation or contemplation. This forces a mental and physical break, stopping the cycle of rushing before it even begins. We want to leave you with the encouraging reminder that this is not a one-time fix. It's a skill you hone with patience. Don't strive for immediate perfection. Strive for consistent, small improvements. If you can chew just 10% slower today than you did yesterday, you are winning. Remember the foundation of this channel: simple changes for improved vitality. The act of chewing is perhaps the simplest, most profound change you can initiate today. It's accessible, it's free, and the rewards are immediate comfort and long-term health. If this deep dive into the science of chewing helped you rethink your meal habits, please give the video a like and share it with someone you care about who might also benefit from these simple steps. Subscribing to Silver Smile and Bites means you receive weekly, actionable strategies designed for your best years. Master the bite, master your comfort. Take care and enjoy your next meal. Let's talk about the practical application of the sludge method when eating out, a scenario where the pressure to rush feels highest. When you are at a restaurant, you are often trying to keep pace with a waiter or dining companions, but your health must come first. Here's the simple rule for public eating. Naf Andre Dusty, use the conversation as your pace regulator. Asterisk. If you are chewing, you are not talking. If you are talking, you are not chewing. This natural rhythm forces the break between bites. Do not pick up your fork while someone else is speaking. Listen, chew, swallow, then contribute to the conversation. This maintains proper social engagement while protecting your digestion. It turns what could be a stressor into a pleasant, regulated experience. We need to address the common misconception that slow chewing wastes time. The truth is, poor digestion wastes more time because it leads to discomfort, energy crashes, and health issues that require appointments or recovery. Investing an extra 10 minutes into a meal prevents hours of potential digestive distress later in the day. It is an exchange. A little time now for a lot of comfort later. View the extra chewing time as mandatory maintenance, not an optional luxury. Think specifically about how different food groups benefit from this technique. For proteins, like steak or chicken, the thorough breakdown prevents putrefaction in the gut, which can lead to foul-smelling gas and discomfort. For fruits and vegetables, chewing maximizes the release of antioxidants and phytochemicals. These compounds are locked within the plant cell walls, and only mechanical grinding can truly set them free for absorption. If you swallow a large chunk of vegetable, the majority of its benefit passes straight through. You are paying for food you are not using. To solidify the habit, try this simple pairing technique. Every time you use the salt shaker or pepper shaker, use it as a trigger for the fork down rule. Associate a small, common dining action with the self-correction mechanism. This is another layer of environmental reinforcement that helps transition the three-part chew from a conscious effort into an automatic habit. Remember the foundation of our channel: crystal clear, step-by-step guidance. The clarity in this method is its greatest strength. There are no complicated calculations, just a simple target: the sludge consistency. Use your tongue to feel the texture before you swallow. If you detect distinct, recognizable chunks, you have not finished the job. Send it back to the chew zone. This focus on internal body awareness, feeling the texture, noticing the change in consistency, is itself a powerful practice for vitality. It enhances proprioception and mindful presence, which are key components of successful aging. You are training your body to listen to itself again. We want every single viewer over 55 to feel energized and comfortable after every single meal. That is our mission. That is why we stress these fundamental, often overlooked, habits. They are the scaffolding upon which long-term wellness is built. If you are seeing positive changes already, or if this technique has inspired you, please let us know by hitting the like button. Sharing your feedback helps the Silver Smile and Bites community grow and helps us tailor future content to your needs. Don't wait until discomfort strikes. Start chewing better today. Take good care. Let's examine the fascinating link between slow eating and oral health, something vital for our Silver Smile and Bites audience. Beyond simply protecting your jawbone, proper chewing naturally increases saliva production, and saliva is your mouth's most effective natural defense system. Saliva continuously washes away food debris and neutralized acids that bacteria produce. This reduction in lingering particles dramatically lowers your risk of developing cavities and gum disease. When you rush through a meal, you leave behind more food fragments, which feed the bacteria and accelerate dental decay. Slow chewing, therefore, is a proactive step in preventing dental issues that can become painful and expensive later in life. It's an easy way to protect the smile you have. Another small yet significant benefit related to oral health is breath freshness. Undigested food that ferments in the gut or residual particles stuck in the mouth can contribute to chronic bad breath. By eliminating those large, undigested pieces and washing the mouth thoroughly with enzyme-rich saliva, you are creating a cleaner internal environment. This is self-care that improves both health and social confidence. Now let's talk about integrating this into snacking. We often apply the sludge method rules only to main meals, but fast snacking can be just as detrimental. If you grab a handful of nuts, a piece of fruit, or a cracker, apply the same deliberate principle. Do not simply crunch and swallow. Treat a snack with the same respect as a full dinner. Break down that piece of apple fully. Grind those nuts into a paste. This keeps your digestive system operating smoothly all day long and prevents the energy dips often triggered by fast, high-carb snacking. To maximize compliance, we need a final check-in on the mental game. If you find yourself frequently distracted during a meal, thinking about tasks, chores, or worries, try a brief, deliberate breathing exercise before you lift the first forkful. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. This acts as a physical marker, separating your busy life from your focused mealtime. It clears the mental slate and reinforces the calming, rest and digest state. Simple breath work is a powerful trigger for mindful eating. Remember the holistic view. Your entire body benefits when the first step of digestion is performed flawlessly. We are talking about long-term vitality, sustained energy, and significant improvements in daily comfort. This technique is not just about avoiding pain. It is about maximizing joy and potential. We want you to feel empowered by knowledge. You now have the full technique and the 5 compelling, evidence-based reasons to adopt slow chewing today. You have the tools to correct decades of rushed habits. Start small, be consistent, and observe the immediate relief. If these actionable, evidence-based tips help you feel better and live healthier, show your appreciation by hitting the like button. Subscribing to Silver Smile and Bites means you receive dependable guidance tailored for your journey to improved well-being. Your commitment to your vitality is worth every extra chew. Take good care. To wrap up this comprehensive guide, let's revisit the concept of sensory feedback and why it is the ultimate regulator for the sludge method. When you chew slowly, you engage all 5 senses in the meal, but specifically the sense of taste and touch are heightened. Taste is not solely perceived on the tongue. It involves the olfactory senses, meaning smell is critical. Slow chewing allows the aromas of the food to reach the olfactory receptors in the back of your nasal cavity for a sustained period. This prolongs the enjoyment and deepens the sense of satiety. When people say they don't enjoy healthy, simple food, it's often because they are rushing through the experience, depriving themselves of the full aromatic profile. Commit to smelling the food before every bite and while you chew. The sense of touch or texture provides the most important cue for knowing when to swallow. This is your internal quality control mechanism. Your tongue and the roof of your mouth are highly sensitive. They are designed to feel for those sharp edges and resilient chunks that need further processing. Do not delegate this task to your stomach. Trust your mouth's feedback. When the texture is uniformly smooth, you have achieved the sludge consistency. This is a non-verbal, physiological signal that is far more reliable than counting to 30. We want to leave you with one final, empowering thought on resilience. If you are struggling with a complex health issue, the act of reclaiming control over your eating habits is a small, manageable victory that builds momentum. You may not control every factor in your health journey, but you absolutely control the speed and thoroughness with which you eat. This fundamental skill is a daily practice of self-efficacy and resilience. Remember, the benefits are compounding. Calmer digestion leads to lower stress, which improves sleep, which boosts energy, which makes it easier to exercise. It all begins with the simplest action, slowing down the fork. Your action plan is fixed and ready. Implement the 3-part chew at one meal today. Fork down, chew to sludge, observe the results. We hope this video gives you the confidence and the clear steps needed to transform your relationship with food. If you found this information valuable and empowering, please hit the like button to support our mission. Subscribe to Silver Smile and Bites for ongoing, practical strategies to maximize your vitality after 55. Thank you for spending this time with us. Now go enjoy a meal slowly, comfortably, and mindfully.